Hey guys, it's Kyra. Could not sleep, so I was like, ooh, I feel like doing a tarot reading. And then I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to do the tarot reading for today. So here I am. I think today I want to do a love reading, but let's do a couples reading. I don't know, I feel like it's easier to do love readings when you're in a relationship for people in a relationship. Anyway, so let's get some. I want to pull two for some reason today from the Rebel Oracle deck. This will print that way for you. I guess I'll put it up here. Okay. But it basically says, don't fucking force it. And on the back, it reads, allow that shit to come to you. Then this one, get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow, now. Yeah, my ability to read upside down. Impressed with myself, thank you. But, yeah, I mean, that's so perfect. I'm like, oh, let's do a love reading. And the first one, that makes fucking sense. So don't try to force anything. So, you know, maybe something is going on, or like the energy feels weird in a relationship, and you get that urge to kind of keep pecking at it up until you get an answer that is, satisfiable to you. But this is kind of just saying no, like kind of table it for now, put it to rest. You need to go to sleep. Maybe, the way that this person's acting, maybe they're being kind of distant, or they haven't been texting you with something, and the way they're acting is like triggering you to respond a certain way. And so maybe your more toxic behaviors are coming to the forefront. But yeah, basically, like they always say, what's meant for you will come. So you do not need to force anything, and it's kind of hard to do, especially when it looks like things are going left, and you're like, oh, but I thought this was the thing. You sometimes just have to let go and let God, as they say. But yeah, let's get into the reading. What is going on this weekend? What is going on? Okay, there's a couple of cards. I don't know why, but I always hate when I get this card page of, page of pentagrams. But, how do I want to do this? And then this one kind of fell out. Well, I guess to start, maybe what is on their mind. We got the Ten of Cups here, which is usually a pretty good card to get in a love reading, a relationship reading, what the fuck ever. But essentially, this is all about, it's like more than wish fulfillment. It's like, what goal or dream do you see in your future that you can imagine would be just complete fulfillment for you? That's basically what the Ten of Cups means. And so that next to the Nine of Swords, about someone's having anxiety about this, like the thought of having like this family life with you. I mean, maybe like family is different for everyone. Maybe that includes kids, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it means living together, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it means traveling. Whatever the fuck this ultimate love goal is between the two of you, like someone here has a lot of anxiety about it, and it kind of keeps them awake at night. And I think in this case is specifically because people have manipulated them into giving all of themselves, you know, thinking that they were trying to work towards this goal here. You know, they may have had kids, they may have bought a home together, did all kinds of shit, but it's like someone basically milked this person for all they had, when ultimately their goal wasn't to, you know, build a loving and lasting relationship and family, but it was just to kind of use this person to get what they could. And so that person, it seems like this weekend they're kind of thinking about that a lot. But the card that side didn't really I don't know, just the Ten of Cups is about feeling emotionally balanced. So maybe this weekend they will be surrounding themselves with family, you know, to kind of help get themselves out of that, you know, anxious, stressful energy. But like I said, with the Page of Pentagrams here, or Page of Pentacles, the way that it's described here is like a new beginning of a business venture. Like it's basically saying, how can you use your own unique interests and skill sets to create profits? And so it's like suggesting getting a new job, or like getting a new business opportunity. And so the last card to come out was the Five of Pentacles. And so this could be after a period of a lot of financial difficulties, like someone feeling incredibly impoverished. Maybe someone has been without a home. Maybe someone's been living in their car, sleeping on couches. Yeah, so I guess maybe to answer that, you know, it's like, don't force it. Don't try to figure out what's going on with this person. Don't try to beat around the bush and ask them questions. Just kind of like respect their privacy in that way, you know, leave them to their thoughts. But it kind of seems like, what are their thoughts focused on coming out of this misery here? You know, because Five of Pentacles isn't just about suffering from financial loss. It's also about suffering from, you know, suffering in the mind. And then Eight of Cups just wanted to fall out. But yeah, walking away from this type of impoverished mindset. You know, in the Vanessa Tarot, it describes it as a lack mindset. And so, you know, what's on this person's mind? Why aren't they texting a whole lot? Maybe they're not as, you know, bubbly or outgoing as they usually are. First thing first, what's on their mind that came out first? I think it's family. Like, I think they've gained a new focus and perspective on their family. You know, it's like they want to build more with them, spend more time. You know, maybe someone's had a realization recently, and I just saw 2020. Yeah, someone had a realization, and I just saw 2020 vision, that maybe they don't have as much time as they, not that they don't have as much time as they thought, but maybe they're realizing that they were really taking time for granted. You know what I'm saying? It's like, maybe someone's really trying to soak up the time that they have with their family. And I think what else is on their mind is a lot of heartache and legitimate fucking trauma, like legit trauma that this person has had to go through. I think they are trying to focus on healing from that, and maybe someone's struggling to go to sleep. You know, maybe they're trying to figure out different ways around this giant fucking cloud that hangs over them every time they try to fall asleep. You know, maybe they're trying to figure out how to get that out of their mind. And then I think maybe they're also I think they're trying to think of new. I don't know. I feel like maybe they are thinking about how to start a business, or maybe you are. I don't know. I feel like this is about the other person, but I think someone here is thinking about starting a business, and they're trying to come out of this mindset. But yeah. So the next card that came out, the Ray of Wands, and this is basically about waiting for your ships to arrive. If you can see in here, where looks the camera at? Oh. So, this is like waiting for your ship to arrive. You see that little bitty ship all the way back there in the distance? It's like it basically gives the vibe of having to be patient for what you've worked for. Being patient for something that is on the way. It might get delayed, the ship might have wrecked, it might have crashed, a few people may have died, sorry for the casualties, but for a fact, that ship is going to be arriving at the dock. It's just a matter of when, so it's almost like start acting like it. Don't try to force stuff and figure out what the fuck's going on and build up in their face doing this extra stuff. Excuse me. But it's like wait there patiently knowing what is coming. Get out of this lack mindset that there's something wrong in the relationship. Walk away from that type of mindset. Let's see what this is. Yeah. Got the Three of Swords. This is Four of Wands in reverse. I don't even know why the fuck all these cards want to come out, but I'll take them. Oh wait, so first was the Ace of Wands. Then of course, as always, fucking Seven of Swords. Wanna pop on out there. Let's see. Ace of Wands, so speaking of business ventures, someone may have gotten like a really huge creative idea, Someone may also feel like a burst of energy. I don't know why I want to say like a burst of life force. Like I'm trying to describe what I see in my head, but I can't think of all the words. So that's why I'll like talk like this, and it sounds like I don't know how to like fucking speak English, but it's because I'm trying to like figure out the best way to. Anyway, but it's like someone feeling revitalized. It's like I said, So I feel like something happened that's causing them to kind of reflect on their life and reflect on themselves and the decisions they made, and it's like invigorating them and motivating them to start different things, start a business, walk away from this anxiety, figure out how to build the family and the dream life that they want. It's like someone feeling inspired again. And so with the Three of Swords, so all the rest of this shit that came out, because Four of Wands, usually not a negative card. It's about, happiness and union and marriage. God, I'm sorry. I smoked my little Delta pen and now my throat is scratchy. Christ. But yeah, so usually, for Wands, it's like, happiness and feeling unified with people, but it's like, in reverse, it's the same, but it's more superficial. It's like feeling content with yourself. And I feel like this is, maybe someone is trying to break certain codependent habits that they formed because of these Three of Swords, Seven of Swords energies. It's all about heartbreak. This is about lies, deceit, manipulation, stealing from people, So it's like, I feel like someone is finally focusing on themselves after, see how these two cards is basically sandwiched between them. It's like maybe they felt like they were just surrounded by this type of energy, like they could not escape it. And so maybe they're feeling relieved and like this, I don't know, maybe they're feeling like they're in a place of solitude, maybe there've been a lot of arguments lately, I don't know, but it's like this person is really that just doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense. Because it's Four of Wands is about, reaping the rewards from, your past efforts. But reverse is just on a superficial level. So then, give me a moment to think about this. Yeah, different decks have different meanings. That's all I'm about to fucking say. So I'm like, hold up, that's not making a whole lot of goddamn sense with this little Vanessa Tarot deck. Because one deck could be more positive and the other deck could be like more pessimistic, I guess I'll say. And so obviously it came out of the Vanessa. But yeah, I'm like, this does not make sense in between those. So, okay, yeah. So anyway, which is what I was trying to say at first, and I should have just fucking gone with it. But I doubted my intuition, of course. But, yeah, so Four Wands, it's like there's disharmony in relationships. There's a breakdown in communication. Maybe, like I said, you guys aren't talking. There's not been a lot of communication lately. Maybe you guys had I was about to say maybe you guys have had heartbreaks together. Maybe you guys have had a lot of arguments together. Maybe, someone has been feeling heartbroken. Someone's feeling like, someone's trying to manipulate, But I feel like someone's trying to work through all of that. But it's like there's just a lot of tension and someone just is... Let me pull a fucking clarifier. Because what is this about? Down here at the back. What is this about? Ooh. Okay. Huh. So Knight of Goblets, aka Knight of Cups. Can you see those? Okay. And the Death card. Yeah, somebody's obviously overthinking. It's just the immediate connection I can make with that. Like they're just sandwiched between all this. It's like, oh my God, it's almost like they're like, okay, because obviously I have the cards facing you so you can see it, but me looking at it as the reader, the Four of Wands is upright and the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords is reversed. And that changes the entire meaning, And for some reason, I feel like I should be reading it like that. Just like how I felt like I should not go with the definition based on that deck, but go with a different interpretation. Because Three of Swords in reverse is getting over heartbreak, working through those feelings of, feeling betrayed and feeling hurt by the person you care about. Seven of Swords reverse, I'm not too familiar with that, so let's look it up. Yeah. Someone being very cautious and having restraint. And so with the Knight of Goblets, the reason I said someone's overthinking is because when I see, like Knight of Goblets or Ace of Cups, shit like that, and then I see like Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, and like relationship readings, it's like this is someone's fear of what's going to happen. They're worried that you were going to break their heart, and then like I said, I'm seeing the Four of Wands upright, which is, a lot of people see that as, oh, this is the marriage card, that's about unity and commitment and happiness, and then this is, I didn't even realize I put it right above the Ten of Cups. This is what this person wants. This is their ideal. They feel like they've been stuck in this Five of Pentacles, the strife and desolation and destitution, but it's like I don't know why I wanted to say it like that, but secretly they love you. And I don't know why it'd be a secret if you're together, but secretly they really fucking love you. And it's like they want, you know, death is not about, in this case, it's not about the relationship ending necessarily. This is about the relationship transitioning. You know, that's what everybody always says is death. Jesus fucking Christ. Just had a really profound realization. And then like stuff in my house will click, or like units will turn on when I've had like some kind of realization. So that just happened. Anyway. But death is a transition from one state to another, you know? And maybe someone has recently had a recent brush with death. You know, maybe someone had died and then they were brought back to life, you know? And I feel like even instances like that, you are still affected. The soul is still affected. But I feel like whatever happened, this experience is changing this person's perspective. And it's like they're slowly transitioning into a different type of person. You know, it's like it's almost like they're finally solidifying what it is that they actually want, you know. And it's like they were taking their time, picking and choosing and figuring out, you know, maybe while they were taking their time, they're over here breaking their heart, they're doing all kinds of crazy fucked up stuff that you would never imagine this person doing, you know. And maybe this person's even reflecting on that, like, how can I come forward to this person with a real type of commitment when I've, you know, done all this to them, you know. And then Ace of Wands, I can also kind of see that as trying to put a picture into words. It's like being filled with ideas. I think is the best way I can say it. Being filled with thoughts, being filled with emotions. You know, it's like this person, they are really, you know, it's not the page where it's kind of like, ooh, I'm all giddy and brand new and like little kid, but, you know, the night is about someone maturing in love. You know, it's someone, they're not all the way at the king yet, they're not all the way at the emperor, but it's like they are still maturing in love. And I feel like it's been after some kind of major transition in their life. You know, it's like they're transitioning from one person to another, and I think now they're finally ready for it. You know, it's like maybe they've kind of been this really tough, hardened person who doesn't really like to show their emotions and stuff, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe now you'll start to see a more sensitive side of them. You know, someone who's not afraid to show they're more compassionate and their more emotionally suggestive side of themselves. But it's someone that they don't mind letting you know that they care about you and that they appreciate you. And I think maybe, you know, maybe this is something you've been trying to figure out and, you know, digging around and trying to, ooh, what the fuck is this? Why aren't they doing this? Why haven't they given me a ring? How come they haven't tried to commit? You know, maybe this person is now about to try to show you how much they really do value you being in their life, how much they value you giving them their space, how much they value you respecting them and their thoughts, the privacy, you know. So I guess let's pull one more card. This thing's supposed to be like 30 goddamn minutes. Whoops. Knight of Blades. Not the card I would have expected, but that's okay. But this Knight of Blades, okay, that completely makes sense, because then right behind that, at the top of the deck was freaking King of Goblets, aka King of Cups. But Knight of Blades is all about going after what you want with a type of ferociousness. You know, it's like not like, ooh, I want that. And okay, it's very different from the Three of Wands energy, is what I'm about to say. You know, instead of Three of Wands where, I mean, you have no choice but to wait. You know, so maybe this is for you, the reader, to sit here and wait, walk away from those negative ass thoughts that are keeping you in this, they must be doing X, Y, Z, you know. That's a different type of energy of, you know that something's coming to you, you know that you're going to get it, you're going to be patient. This is No, I know that that's coming to me because I'm going there to get it myself. I'm going to go fetch the bounty myself. You know, that's the Nine of Blades energy. This is someone who is incredibly ambitious, you know, so I think this person is like they're having some kind of turnaround where I think now they're really going to start being unafraid of showing their vulnerability to you. You know, they're going to really start to. You sound 333, even though I was watching, but still. But I don't know. I just think they are going to. They're about to get it together. That's all. I don't know how else to say that. They're about to get it together. Anyway, hope you like the reading. Thank you.